All right, so I have a lot of stories I can tell, but I wanted to tell a story where I can tie the community that I'm from with the community that I'm in right now. So my story starts on April 21st, 2013. A car drove through one of my buildings. Everybody can see? This building's in New York, but at the end of the story, I'll tell you how it all ties together. So my brother calls me on April 21st, 2013, early in the morning, and says, a car drove through the building. I'm like, oh my God, what could possibly have happened? So he texts me this picture, so that's it. Car drives through the building. So nothing happens in this building for a while because we're busy fighting with an insurance company. And about 3 years, about 3 years it took us to actually start fixing this place. So I had a lot of decisions to make. One was I ever going to really fix this place? Was it worth it? Did it really make sense? Cars are driving through buildings. This place is crazy. So I said, all right, what am I going to do? I got to do it. I have no choice. It's just what I'm about. We have to fix these places. So then, ultimately, this place is not for me. This place is for someone that's a tenant that's going to occupy it. So at the time, I had a lot of different choices. A lot of different people were interested in the place. And this one lady, really sweet, her name was Deborah, and she came, she looked at the place. At the time, there was no roof. It smelled like mold. It was mold. I mean, this place was a disaster. I mean, a real disaster. And she couldn't actually breathe in the place. She was allergic to mold or something like that. She said, no, I have to go outside. I can't even look at this. But I want this place. But I want it. But I can't even breathe in it right now. And it was true. She couldn't breathe in it. And then I had these other corporate types that came. They wanted the space too. So I had a decision to make. The corporate types were willing to pay more. And then I had Deborah outside who couldn't even deal with the mold. But she ran an organization in the community. And she helps troubled youth. And this community needed it because they're driving through buildings. So we need as many Deborahs out there as we possibly could. But she couldn't afford to pay as much. So here I go again. Big decision. What am I going to do? And something inside says, boy, that Deborah, she's like tough. And even though she's not going to pay as much, I just feel really good about this. I don't know why, but I feel really, really good about it. The corporate types, I deal with them all day long. They don't have anything invested in the community. Deborah had something invested in the community. She's going to hospitals when kids are getting shot and dealing with their families and trying to get youth jobs. I mean, she's running around all over the place. She's really committed. So I made a decision. Decided to give her the space. And we fixed it, and we did a really good job. Anything that she really wanted, we try to accommodate her as much as we can to make her as comfortable as possible because this place had to be really nice and special. So let's fast forward how this all ties into Detroit. So it's the last day, and I'm turning the keys over. The place is finished. She's ready to move in. I'm hopping on a flight to Detroit the next day. She knows about this. She gets me a gift. Show and tell time.
You didn't know which story to tell.
I told you I was going to save the best for last. You gave me 5 minutes back there. I got my everything together. So Deborah gives me this gift, and she says, I know you're going to Detroit. Because at the time, I'm like, oh, my God, I'm going to Detroit. Am I really ready for this? You know, I'm so comfortable where I am. Do I really need to do this? I'm like, there's a lot of stuff going back and forth in my mind. So Deborah's like, listen, man, you know what you're doing. She got me this book, and I'm going to read it. It says, every new adventure is a road to discovery. See, it says it right there, if you don't believe me. And I write in this book all the time. All my thoughts and stuff, I write in it. Stuff, phone number, everything, every little thing. Right, Ashley, I write in this stuff all the time. Ashley knows. This is how I met Ashley, actually, from this. Right, Ashley?
Yeah.
So, I was nervous. Like, no, don't. But I read this book. I get this book and I read this. Every new adventure is a road to discovery. So whenever there's a doubt in my mind about something, and there's, ask Ashley, she'll tell you. I always have, I have doubts. I read it and I just get repurposed again. That's why I'm here. And I'm here to do the right thing, just like I did for Deborah. And we'll do it for this city too. So that's my story.